Remember when you were in middle school, high school, your freshman and sophomore year? One question you used to always ask your friends: when you have kids, what are their names gonna be, or how many kids do you want? And they always give you names: Ashley, Christopher, Jake. Just naming names off the top of my head. And then a little later, you ask that question again, months later, a year later. The names veer off to the left, to the right. And they always change. I've always said I wanted one son. And people ask, what if you have a daughter? I said, I want to shoot for another son. They say, what if that's another daughter? I say, I'll shoot for a third one. After the third, if I don't have a son, I'm alright with it. I have no problem with that. But they said, if you have a son, what would his name be? My 4-year-old little brother died. He was actually a couple weeks from turning 4. And he died. His name was Khalil Johnson. I can say one thing about him that I truly loved. We would eat applesauce together. And not just eat applesauce. My stepmom had 2 big old jars of applesauce. And it wasn't just because we liked it, she just conveniently had it. And what we would do is we would go sit in the front room, sit in his little foam chairs. You guys know those little Elmo and Cookie Monster and SpongeBob chairs. We would go sit in his little chairs even though I was too big for one. And we would watch whatever he wanted, even if I hated it. I'd sit there and laugh with my little brother. Sit there and play. And the reason I'm telling you this is because my son's name will be Khalil, and it will be after my brother. And if he gets made fun of and he asks me why that's his name, I'll tell him. The story will never change. But when people ask if I have a daughter, I tell them, I don't know. But I know I want to be able to handle having a daughter. Not because of having a daughter. It's because when she gets into the age of having a boyfriend or a girlfriend, I'm not going to be mad if my girlfriend's gay. I'm not going to be mad if my son's gay. I will be disappointed. I'm not going to be disappointed. I will be. But I couldn't handle my daughter having a boyfriend. And it's not for the fact being she's having a boyfriend. It's because the way our generation is moving now, like I told you earlier, 12-year-olds talking about that, and they're barely in 6th grade, moving out middle school, and so on and so forth. I don't want to hear my daughter having a boyfriend at such a young age. I understand if she was 16, 17, I was having them, I was sneaking them, not into the house, but I was sneaking them around my mom, because she said I couldn't have one. But, yeah, I don't understand that. I just couldn't handle it. Guys nowadays make me scared because most of them will leave their kids. Most of the boys will grow up without fathers, and will have to watch MTV and VH1 and see how women are treated. And I'm honestly scared for my life, for mine and hers. But I won't make my daughter wait to have a boyfriend. When she does turn 16, she can have a boyfriend. But I will be watching her and him, making sure nothing bad happens. I do love you guys. And for the ones who listen and watch my videos and actually take the time to hear it all, even if you watch half, I'm extremely grateful because you do show that you care enough about me to hear what I have to say. And when you share it, I'm not happy that you're sharing my video. I'm happy because you're sharing it because you want other people to know of situations, know how our society is changing. I'm just really hot right now. But what I will do for you guys is I will be making vlogs weekly, or at least once a week. You don't have to watch them. You don't need to watch them. It's not an obligation. I am grateful that you do, and I am grateful that you show them. And my vlogs will not always be like this. They will be about me having fun with all my loved ones. And when I say loved ones, I mean my closest and dearest friends. And with family and friends. And when I say closest and dearest friends, you know who you are. Because you either have a nickname or we have some sort of connection. And for friends, people I party with, people I hang out with now and then. But to those 40% who grew up without a father, please don't let that be your crutch. Don't say you had no father to show you the right path, so you just went off of what you seen happen to your mom. Because it isn't a crutch. You just grew up seeing that, so you figured that's the easy way of doing things. And you figure, might as well just do that instead of creating a new path. My mom scared me into being the man I am today, and I'm happy for it. My mom whooped me for being wrong, and I'm happy for it. It shows respect. I just want you guys to know that 40%, it's probably higher now, 45, 50, even half the country, I believe it. Even 60, I wouldn't even doubt it if it was 60. That 40 to 60%. Don't use anything as a crutch. Grow up and be a man. Even if you can't be in your life, your child's life forever, pay that child support, bring him presents, take him out when you can or when you're allowed to. And when you have him for that week, don't give him to your mom to babysit. Yes, bring him to your mom's house for an hour or two so your mom can have fun with him. And I'm not saying go out and do stuff, but I am saying get supplies, like take care of some chores you need to get done or tasks or whatever you want to call them. But don't be your father. Don't ruin another kid's life just because yours was ruined. And to that other percent who's had fathers, help. Or just don't even talk shit. Because you have no place to talk shit. You didn't go through it. You didn't deal with it. Yes, your father might have been a dick to you, but you could say your father was a dick to me. You could say my father was a dick. He would talk shit and put me down. I wish I could at least say that about my own. Ghost. Yes, no. Ghost. I'm done running. I salute to all you guys out there. I am Voltage. BBS.